Look, I've always been interested in sport. I was never talented enough to play sport at a high level, and luckily I realized that at an early age. But I always loved sport. I watched sport from morning, noon, and night, and also read about sport a lot. And I think that's where my love for words and journalism um, stems from. But yeah, played lanky cricket, rugby, but unfortunately the talent was never there, and I think it's because I was so thin for a long time, so I wasn't brave enough for contact. But I've always taken an interest in sport. I love sport. I consume sport on a daily basis, and I think that's possibly the driving force for me wanting to become an agent. And also I saw a lot of players, especially from the community where I'm from and the surrounds, where players would often leave their home, whether it's Wellington or Paul, at a young age, 18, 19, go up north to one of the biggest cities, and then for one reason or another, you will see them early 20s back in Paul, Wellington, and their professional careers didn't turn out the way they wanted to. And that could be for a variety of reasons. It could be because they became complacent or didn't work hard enough. It could also be, or it can also be, that they weren't advised the way they should have been. And I thought that there might be a gap for me, because I think there's also a need for personal touch. And I think that's where I specialize in that interpersonal relations, and almost taking a father type of older brother approach when it comes to my players. It's not always easy because it's a volatile industry. Players come and they go. It's just like any romantic relationship. Some work out, others don't. And sometimes, I think at first I took it very personal when players left it or left F7, but now I understand it's part of the journey. You'll see some of the top players over a 15-year career might have 3 or 4 agents over that time. But if you do the right thing for most of your athletes, then you will have a core group, and it's not just only about rugby on the field or sport on the field. It's also about what you put back into the community and how you also develop. I always speak about studying and the importance of studying, the importance of looking after your finances, and the importance at looking after your families, especially your parents. Um, so that's something we focus on. I always encourage players to do the right thing. It's not always easy because players are young and they have the attention that they love a lot of the time. But it's about living a good life. And if I can influence my players positively, then we're halfway there.